Welcome to the SonomaWORKS Rights and Responsibilities video. Before we begin, I wanted to let you know what you can expect today. After watching this video, you will have an intake interview with a worker who will determine your eligibility for the SonomaWORKS program, and if requested, also CalFresh and Medi-Cal. If you are also eligible for our Welfare to Work program, then the second part of the interview today will be an appraisal. During the appraisal, the interview will focus on your family situation and how the SonomaWORKS services may be helpful to you and your family. There are pens and paper available. If you have questions or concerns during this video, please note them so that you can discuss them with your worker during the interview. Now I will be informing you of your rights. You have the right to be treated with courtesy, consideration, and respect. You have the right to be treated equally without regard to race, color, national origin, religion, political affiliation, marital status, sex, sexual orientation, disability, or age. You have the right to ask for help to complete your application, complete other forms, or getting verifications that you need. You have the right to ask for the application or other forms be translated if you don't read English. You have the right to tell the county if you have a disability and need help applying for or continuing benefits. You have the right to be told the rules for receiving CalWORKS immediate need and for receiving expedited CalFresh benefits within 3 days. You have the right to be told the rules for retroactive Medi-Cal eligibility. You have the right to continue to receive CalWORKS without a break in aid if you move from one county to another as long as you remain eligible. You have the right to ask to have your EBT card and Medi-Cal replaced if lost, stolen, damaged, or destroyed. You have the right to ask for cash benefits for clothing, housing, or essential household items which are lost or damaged due to emergency circumstances, such as a fire, flood, or earthquake. You have the right to receive Medi-Cal as soon as possible if you have a Medi-Cal emergency or if you are pregnant. You have the right to speak to your worker confidentially if you feel you are a victim of domestic abuse. You have the right to have your records kept confidential by the county and the state, except as otherwise provided by law. You have the right to receive a written explanation of the decision on your application and to be notified in writing when your application is approved, denied, or your benefits change or stop. You have the right to discuss your case with the county and be able to personally review your case. You have the right to file a civil rights complaint if you feel you have been discriminated against. You have the right to speak to the Employment and Human Services Department's Civil Rights Representative if you feel you have been discriminated against. The department will investigate the complaint and inform you of the outcome. You have the right to talk with someone from the county or file a complaint with the state if you don't agree with the action taken by the county. You have the right to appeal any decision on your eligibility, benefits, or service plan. You have the right to ask for a hearing by the state within 90 days of the county's action on your case. If you are unsure on how to file a fair hearing, on the back of the notice of action sent to you by the county, there are instructions on how to do so. You have the right to file a discrimination complaint with the California Department of Social Services by email, writing, or by calling 415-437-8310. You have the right to see any information related to your eligibility, which you provide to the county. You may inspect your entire case record if you request a state hearing. You have the right to get a list of surcharge-free ATMs and stores where you can get cash back at no cost when you make a purchase with your EBT card. You can get a list of these locations from your county worker or at www.ebt.ca.gov. Now we are going to talk about your responsibilities with the SonomaWORKS program. You have the responsibility to provide the county with verification of citizenship or immigration status, identification and social security number for all family members. The responsibility to provide the county with verifications to support your eligibility. If you are unable to get these verifications, we can help you obtain them. You may need to sign a release for third-party information or sign a sworn statement. Responsible to apply for any benefits or potentially available income such as unemployment insurance or state disability benefits, veterans benefits, social security benefits, Medicare, child support, and medical support. You have the responsibility to cooperate with the county and the local child support agency to identify and locate any absent parent in your case and to determine the paternity of any child in your case when needed. Your cash aid will be lowered if you do not cooperate. You are responsible to attend your assigned Welfare to Work activities and appointments, and to call your worker and let them know if there is any reason you won't be able to attend an activity or appointment and try to find a solution. We have voicemail 24 hours a day, so you can always leave a message. You are responsible to report certain information to the county. If you're not sure how to report, what to report, or what proof we need, please ask your worker. For CalWORKS applicants, if any of the facts you told the county change, you must report the new facts to the county within 5 days. For cash aid and CalFresh semi-annual reporting, in addition to your annual redetermination, you must turn in a semi-annual eligibility report, also known as SAR-7, by the 5th day of the month following your report month. Your worker will complete a sample SAR-7 with you at your appointment. For CalWORKS, you must report certain changes at other times. In certain circumstances, you will be required to report within 10 days of the change, even if it is not your report month, such as, anytime you move, you must report your address change. Or anytime that your family's combined gross income, both earned and unearned, is more than the income reporting threshold, also known as IRT. The county will inform you of your IRT. Or if any time that someone in your household becomes a fleeing felon or is found by a court to be in violation of probation or parole. You may also report other information voluntarily, even when it is not your report month. Reporting information voluntarily can cause your household's benefits to go up. If the information reported causes your benefits to go up, the county will take action within 10 days after you provide the verification. Some examples of voluntary reporting that may cause your benefits to go up include your income stops or decreases, or if someone who has little or no income moves into your home, including a newborn, or if someone who has income moves out of your home. Or at any time you can ask the county to discontinue your entire case or discontinue any individual who has left the home. There are other changes that will cause the county to decrease or discontinue your benefits during the period in which they happen. Here are some examples. An adult in the household reaches the CalWORKS 48-month time limit, or if a household member is sanctioned or penalized, or a child reaches the age of 18, or when someone in your household begins receiving benefits in another household, or if an eligible child is placed in foster care. Thank you for watching the SonomaWORKS Rights and Responsibilities video. In a few moments, a worker will be coming to take you to your intake interview. Remember, if you had any questions or concerns about what was covered, please ask your worker.
Responsibilities and Welfare to Work orientation video. My name's Nick, and before we begin, I'd like to let you know what you can expect today. If you're also eligible for our Welfare to Work program, then the second part of the interview today will be an appraisal. During the appraisal, the interview will focus on your family situation and how SonomaWORKS supportive services may be helpful to you and your family. You should have a blue orientation folder in front of you that includes a SonomaWORKS client handbook, personal calendar, SonomaWORKS Welfare to Work attendance instructions, an information sheet on the SonomaWORKS.org website, as well as a sheet of paper to write down any questions or concerns that you have during this video.
There is a special one-time only program available through SonomaWORKS called Diversion. It is a once-in-a-lifetime payment that can be made to help people remain self-sufficient without having to receive a monthly cash grant. Some examples of diversion would be: a single parent has a full-time job, but she does not think she will be able to keep this job because she has just lost her child care. Or maybe the car that she uses to commute to work requires repairs. She may be a good candidate for diversion. The diversion program may be available to help her with her child care or possibly pay for her car repairs. Before diversion can be considered, please remember that you must also otherwise meet all qualifications for SonomaWORKS. Time on aid clocks. In SonomaWORKS, you are able to receive a maximum of 60 months of aid. Exemptions to this time limit might be a medical exemption or the birth of a child. Please consult your client handbook for a full list of exemptions, and time is tracked nationwide. Time on aid clock. There is a California 60-month time clock. Now we will take a look at what that clock means. California 60-month time clock. If you're not exempt from participation, you will need to be in an activity. Some activities are attending job search, volunteering at a nonprofit to increase your skills and help you get that next job, working, and the first 12 months on going to school.
Most of you will participate in Welfare to Work activities. This may involve attending a success workshop where you will learn about the SonomaWORKS program, including supportive services and Welfare to Work activities, signing an agreement to attend job search for 4 weeks, attending job search at a community-based organization where you will work with employment service specialists, and learning about how to apply for a job, complete an application and resume, network, polish interviewing skills, and find a hidden job market. If you're already working, congratulations. You may just need to continue to work. For your convenience, we have contracted with community-based organizations in each community to provide job search services. You can use public transportation that's familiar to you, and you can select childcare that is close to home. We hope to see you become employed in your community. If you live in South County, you will work with the Petaluma People Services Center. In West County, you will work with the Community and Family Service Agency. And if you're in the North County, you can work with the Center for Social and Environmental Stewardship. Santa Rosa residents will work with Goodwill. All these agencies work together as the employment group to provide consistent services to help you find work.
All participants complete an assessment with an employment and training counselor. At the assessment, you will discuss goals and develop a welfare to work plan. The plan will be based on your knowledge, skills, and abilities, as well as your family situation and the job opportunities in Sonoma County. You will also learn about various community resources. The assessment may take several hours and more than one appointment. You're encouraged to use childcare if needed for these appointments. Please let your worker know if you will need childcare assistance.
Your employment and training counselor will assist you with developing goals, such as your short-term employment goals, long-term employment goals, education, family, housing, transportation, financial, health and well-being, and legal goals. Your employment and training counselor will also work with you to determine the specific steps that you can take to achieve your goals, along with helping you determine which supportive services you will need to be successful. The plan will ultimately lead you to no longer need the SonomaWORKS program.
Examples of goals are long-term, become a registered nurse. A housing goal is to find permanent housing, and a financial goal could be to open a savings account.
Examples of supportive services are childcare, interview clothing, help with car insurance. Always check with your counselor if you need something to succeed in your goals to see if we can help. Let's listen in on an assessment now.
My name is Lanye, and I am your employment and training counselor. For your assessment, we will be discussing your goals in areas like employment, finances, family, and housing. We will also be looking at possible resources that may be available to help you meet your goals. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I just lost my job and I'm worried about paying rent. I need help finding a job that's going to help me pay my bills. And if possible, can I get help with childcare?
Well, I'm glad you came in to meet with me today. We can look into possible job search programs and see if you can qualify for help with rent. If you have a childcare in mind, I can complete the paperwork and get you started right away.
Great! I do have a site in mind. I'm also interested in going back to school part-time, so I can find a career that will provide for my family.
That's great. What I like to do is help clients with career research. That way you have some solid training options to choose from. Welcome to SonomaWORKS. To get a transportation reimbursement, you will need to submit attendance forms. The money for gas will be loaded directly onto your EBT card. If taking the bus, your bus passes will be mailed to you. The forms also meet state and federal reporting requirements. The top of all of the attendance forms will require the same information: your name, your case number, the month and year, and your employment and training counselor's name or worker number. These are due twice a month. Attendance for the 1st through the 15th is due within 2 working days of the 15th. Attendance for the 16th to the end of the month are due within 2 working days of the last day of the month. If you have any problems that affect your ability to participate, such as childcare, transportation, or other issues, please call us immediately so we can help you resolve the situation. Also, let us know if your schedule changes.
A sanction may be applied to your case if you're unable to meet your responsibilities with the Welfare to Work program. A sanction means your cash aid may be lowered or stopped. Also, all supportive services such as childcare, transportation reimbursement, etc. will be ended.
If your case is in sanction for at least 3 consecutive months, then your cash aid may be paid directly to your landlord for rent instead of being paid to you.
If a sanction exists on your case, you can stop your sanction and get back on cash aid by participating in SonomaWORKS. Let your worker know that you want to stop the sanction, and we'll explain what you need to do.
Supportive services. These are services that are in addition to your cash aid, CalFresh, and Medi-Cal. Childcare. If needed, we will pay for childcare for children 10 and under. Funding may be available for 11 and 12-year-old children. You choose your provider, that is someone who is 18 years of age or older, licensed or Trustline registered if they are not a close relative like an aunt, uncle, or grandparent. Ask your worker if you have any questions about childcare. Transportation. Since your income is limited, we know this may be an issue for you. We do have bus tickets available and gas vouchers if you have a valid California driver's license to get to your activity the first day and ongoing. Ancillary funds. These funds can help clients with the following: interview clothing, tools required for a job, possible car repairs if you are the owner of your car. Other items that SonomaWORKS can help with include car registration and car insurance up to $300 or 3 months, whichever is less. For approved students, SonomaWORKS can pay for books, supplies, and fees. SonomaWORKS cannot pay for tuition. SRJC students might be able to get a BOG fee waiver saying they do not have to pay for tuition. Counseling services. SonomaWORKS offers clients the ability to attend classes or work one-on-one with the Department of Mental Health Counseling and Substance Use Disorder Services, SUDS. We also offer domestic abuse services, including support group sessions and access to a domestic abuse advocate that can help clients navigate this process. We can also make referrals to legal aid. They can help with court-ordered custody, bankruptcy, driver's license retrieval, possible ticket fee reductions, and expungements. Remember, to receive these supportive services, you must be fully participating in your Welfare to Work program and showing proof of attendance.
In SonomaWORKS, we want to help all participants. We want to help you get a job, but it is more important that you and your children are safe. If going to work or participating in SonomaWORKS would put you in danger of domestic abuse, please let us know. We can put you in contact with organizations that provide shelter, counseling, and legal assistance. Your confidentiality will be protected if you identify yourself as a victim of domestic abuse. If you want to discuss how we can help you get out of a harmful situation, please speak with your worker.
Let's talk about how it pays to work. You'll be learning new skills and providing a positive role model for your children. You'll feel more positive about yourself as you become self-sufficient and you have more dollars available to meet your needs. Financially, you'll be better off if you're working. Do you know about the Earned Income Tax Credit, or EITC? In your packet, you have an EITC information sheet with a W-5 form to apply for the EITC. There are limits to the amount of income that you or your family can have and still qualify for cash aid. We use a different calculation to decide if you're eligible when you're applying than when you're already receiving cash aid. Let's look at a budget computation for someone who's already on cash aid and is working and earning $800 gross before taxes per month.
To start, the mother is receiving her cash grant of $878 per month. Let's say she gets a job and starts earning $800 gross income per month. The way we count that income is first we subtract a standard deduction of $500, which leaves us with $300. We then count 50% of that remaining balance, or $150 against the cash grant of $878. That leaves us with a new cash grant amount of $728 per month. When we add in her earned income from her job of $800, her monthly income is now up to $1,528 per month. Compare that to her original cash grant of just $878. That's a difference of $650.
For those of you participating in our Welfare to Work program, our hope and desire for you is to secure part-time or full-time employment. At that point, your wages may put you over the income limit and you could be discontinued from cash aid. We have some supportive services that will continue to help you keep that job. When you go off cash assistance, childcare may continue to be available to you through other local agencies for up to 2 years if you remain eligible. You and your children may continue to get CalFresh benefits for 5 months and Medi-Cal benefits for up to 12 months. We also have services available to help you with issues that come up in your job. You have all received a copy of the SonomaWORKS Client Handbook. It has a wealth of detailed information about the SonomaWORKS program. We also encourage you to visit the SonomaWORKS website at www.sonomaworks.org and discover how the SonomaWORKS program can help you find a job to support you and your family. At the website, you will learn how the SonomaWORKS program will help you become an advocate for your own self-sufficiency. Thank you for watching the SonomaWORKS Rights and Responsibilities and Welfare to Work orientation video. Please continue to ask questions until you understand, and remember that everyone's situation is unique. You might have a friend who had one experience with our program, but yours could be entirely different. Also remember the information found in the SonomaWORKS Client Handbook or on our website at www.sonomaworks.org may answer some of your questions you have now and ones that may come up later. Good luck and please take advantage of this opportunity.